All right, welcome to day one of the academy. So, this academy, like I said, is going to go from the basics to intermediate to advanced. And this is going to be basically, taking somebody that knows nothing about trading to a profitable trader as fast as possible. And I'm aiming for 60 to 90 days in order to do that. I actually have a friend who's trying to learn how to trade right now, and he's on YouTube trying to scatter the internet with all this information that's around trading. He just doesn't know where to start. He doesn't know what to learn. He doesn't know who to watch. So that's what this academy is going to be, based off of, helping a new trader, putting them on the right path, basically. And don't worry, guys, those of you that have the ICT knowledge right now that are looking for these advanced strategies, that is coming. Okay, that's coming very, very soon. Don't worry, all right? We're going to be speeding through this academy, okay? And I'm going to try to take my time with a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to make one video a day for 30, 60, 90 days, however long this lasts. This is going to be, this is just going to be taking somebody from zero to profitable. Okay, that's what this is going to be about. Now, the first day, right? First day that if somebody comes to me and asks me, hey, I want to learn trading, where do I start? The first thing I'm going to ask them is going to be, well, what do you want to trade, right? What do you want to trade? Where do you want to trade? And how do you want to trade? There's multiple different ways to do this, multiple different markets to trade. And we're going to go ahead and break it down right now. All right. So we got four main markets. All right. And the first one and the best one, in my opinion, is going to be futures. Okay. Futures markets is going to be the best one. Second best, in my opinion, is going to be Forex. The third one, I guess, options. And then it's probably one that you guys have heard about. It's kind of like a more mainstream one, options. All right. And then the fourth one is the most mainstream and the most popular one at the moment, at the time of this recording, is going to be crypto. All right. So we have futures, Forex, options, and crypto. These are the four main markets that pretty much everybody is trading. There's other markets out there you can trade. I guess they fall into futures, but you can trade like commodities and stuff like that. But we're just going to be sticking to these four. All right. So I'm going to tell a newbie that wants to learn trading, okay, well, what do you want to trade, right? Do you want to get into futures? That's personally what I'm trading. Do you want to trade Forex? I sometimes trade Forex, okay. Do you want to trade options or do you want to trade crypto? Now, futures is what I trade. I feel like it's the most simple, most straightforward market. They literally call the futures market the gentleman's market, but yeah, it's a conversation for another day. But futures market is the most simple, the most straightforward market. Second one that comes close to futures is Forex. And the cool thing about futures is that you can actually trade Forex futures. Okay, you can actually trade the futures of Forex. Futures is basically like your S&P 500. It's like the stock market, basically. Okay, think about it like that. You have the Nasdaq, you have the S&P 500, you have the Dow Jones. You have a bunch of other futures things. You just have a lot of instruments to trade within the futures markets. All right. I personally trade the stock market or the futures of the stock market, right? Like ES, NQ, the Dow Jones, which is YM. But, we'll get into that a little bit later. You guys will start catching on what these mean a little bit later. But futures markets, the most simple and straightforward, the best, most precise markets, in my opinion. It's the cleanest, the simplest, in my opinion. All right. I know some other people are going to say Forexes, some other people are going to say options, but futures, I would recommend going with futures. Forex is basically you are trading the currencies, right? For example, the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. You're basically trading currencies. This is a very good market as well. It's very clean sometimes. I personally don't trade it anymore. Sometimes I will, sometimes I don't. I'll look at it just to, dictate, where the market may be going. More on that later. Options is going to be the more mainstream one. Probably your granny or your homeboy from middle school has tried trading options and miserably failed like everybody. Options is a little more difficult to learn. You have to learn a lot more things. You'll have to consider a lot more things with options. Crypto is the more mainstream one. It's what everybody's on right now. I personally just invest in crypto. I don't really day trade crypto anymore. I don't trade crypto. I just invest, I hold, I get out when I feel like I get a good return. So futures, I'd recommend futures or Forex, one of those two. If you do decide to trade one of those two markets, it'd be one of those two options. I would feel like maybe, dabble in futures and Forex first and then move on to options, because options and stocks is going to be, it's going to be a little more complicated for you to learn. You're probably not going to see, returns like a lot quicker than Forex and futures, because Forex and futures are a little more straightforward, a little more simple to learn, in my opinion. Again, just my opinion. Crypto is the most volatile, probably the most risky asset class to trade. So I think crypto would probably be the last thing you'd want to trade, unless you're investing into it, of course. But crypto is going to be the most volatile one. Now, futures is what I trade, and that leads me to my next question. How do you want to trade? Do you want to use your own live account? So if you're just getting into trading, a live account means your own money, okay? Or do you want to go the prop firm route, right? Prop firm route is going to be other people's money, all right? Now, you're going to have to decide, what do you want to do? Do you want to open up a live account that's going to be your own money, or do you want to go prop firm, other people's money? This is going to be like less risky. You're just not going to risk your own money. Like if you were to put your own $5,000 into an account, that's your own money that you're trading, all right? Now, I would recommend demo trading, right? That's paper money. It's fake money. So that way you get the hang of things. You can come on TradingView down here. TradingView.com is what we're going to use to chart and look at charts for different asset classes. You can come down to paper trading, open up a simulated account. You could put the amount that you want and just start clicking buttons, so that way you get familiar with how things work, right? You got your buy button, you got your sell button up here, right? Buy market, sell market. You can make money when the market's going down. You can make money when the market's going up. Okay, not a lot of people know that. Surprisingly, 95% of the population doesn't even know that you can make money while the things go down. Okay, people just think like, oh, it's going down, nobody's making money. No, you can make money when it goes down. Okay, so prop firm is going to be basically, there are companies out there that offer you these demo accounts, basically, right? They're just demo accounts or virtual accounts, and they pay you on your performance on those virtual accounts. Now, these companies will give you a test in order to see if you're qualified to trade on these demo accounts where they pay you out on your performance, okay? For example, on a futures firm, they give you one test. For example, on a 150K account on topstep.com, they will want you to make $9,000. You make the $9,000, they will fund you, give you an actual funded account where you can make money, and they give you your first 10K 100% if you can pass that first test of making $9,000 on a 150K account. The cost of that account to take that challenge is $150. There's different other accounts. There's a 100K account for, I believe, $100, and a 50K account for like $75 or something like that. We'll check out their websites here in a little bit, but they'll give you an actual 150K account. It's not an actual 150K account. It just shows like down the balance. It's actually $4,500. Like they'll give you $4,500 to trade with. And don't worry, if you blow it, you only lose the fee that you paid for that challenge. For example, if you paid $150 for a 150K account, you lose $150 if you lose that. You don't have to repay $4,500, right? Versus like if you were to use your own money, you lose that money, okay? With the prop firm, you're not risking as much, okay? You're pretty much trading the drawdown of that 150K account. Now, this is going to make a lot more sense if I go to the topstep.com website. That leads me to my next thing, right? If you're going to trade with prop firms like I've been trading with prop firms for the past year and a half. It's how I made 6 figures last year. It's how I'm probably going to make triple that this year. Topstep.com is going to be the one I recommend for a futures prop firm. Okay, this is probably the simplest, the best futures firm to use as a beginner. They have the best payout rules and stuff like that. This is going to be the best one, okay? They have the account sizes down here, right? They got the 50K for $50 a month, all right? And don't worry, it's not, you can cancel whenever you want, but the maximum loss limit is going to be $2,000. So think of it as you're paying $50 to be able to trade a $2,000 account. If you pass it and you make the profit target, right, $3,000, then you get an actual 50K funded account, right? An actual $2,000 that you can trade and make money on. All right. Say you make $5,000 on this $2,000, right? Which is Kind of difficult if I'm being honest, but it won't be difficult because I'm going to put you on the right path. All right. So if you were to make like say $5,000, then you get that 100%, right? Up to 10K. So if you make 10K, you get 100%. Anything after that is going to be a 90-10 split. 90% to you and a 10% split to the top step, the company, okay? So if you were to make another $10,000, you would only get 9,000, they'd get 1,000, okay? Then you have 100K for $100 a month and 150K for $150 a month, okay? And now you're pretty much trading these drawdowns, all right? These maximum loss limits, think of it as this is what you're trading, right? You have $3,000 before you lose the account. If you breach the account, then you lose the account. You have to restart, okay? That's the cool thing about these prop firms is that you're paying a very small fee for really high reward, okay? If you have the skill to do this, then you can do this for a very, very small fee versus using your own money. All right, if you use your own money, that's going to be a very, very high risk thing because as a beginner, if you're using your own money, and you lose that, that's going to be very hard on you and you're probably going to want to give up. All right, so I would recommend demo trading or using a prop firm in the beginning. Okay, so Top Step is going to be one of the futures firms I recommend. Another one is going to be My Funded Futures. This is another great futures prop firm. These two are very reliable and these two are probably going to be the only ones I recommend. Other ones are very, very harder. I'm not going to name names, but they're very, very hard to pass. These two are going to be the most beginner friendly ones. All right. If you're looking for a Forex prop firm, I'm not going to recommend any Forex prop firms right now because the Forex prop firm space has been very, it's been very sketchy. Okay. I would recommend you go with futures prop firms if you're wanting to trade. If you want to trade Forex, I think the best bet is to use your own money on a regulated broker. But Forex has just been kind of dying out in my opinion. I think futures is the way to go. If I'm being honest, use these regulated futures firms and regulated brokers to trade futures versus Forex. It's kind of like, kind of a gray area. They have very strict rules on these regulated brokers for Forex. So I think futures firms is the way to go if you wanted to actually learn how to day trade in 2024 and then, moving on to options and then crypto later on when you get more experience. But yeah, that is what I would recommend trading. Probably, futures. And then, yeah, decide whether you want to use a live account or a prop firm account. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Decide what you want to trade. Decide what market you want to trade. The futures market, the Forex market, the options and stocks market, the crypto market. I already gave you guys my recommendations, my opinions on all of them, what they are, and decide how you want to trade it. Do you want to use your own money or do you want to use other people's money, aka prop firms, okay? I'd recommend prop firms, and actually I'd recommend demo trading first so that way you get the hang of things and then going into prop firms, okay? First and foremost though, use a demo account while you're watching this academy so that way you know what's going on, you know what to, you start getting familiar with all these terminologies and all these buttons and the websites and all this stuff, okay? How to connect things and how to use different strategies. So I would recommend demo trading first and then going into prop firms and then later on going into your own live account. So that way you don't make the mistake that I made in the beginning whenever I first started. I used my $5,000 in an options account, blew it all, was sad, almost gave up. And that's the majority of people, right? They just don't know where to start. They don't know what market is best to trade. They don't know, like nobody tells them, nobody tells them these things. So yeah, I would recommend demo trading, then prop firm, then live account. But that's going to be it for this video. Just decide what you want to trade, what market you want to trade, and decide how you're going to trade that market. All right, using either a live account or prop firm. And then, yeah, see you guys in the next video of the academy. This is going to be a video every single day. So stick around, guys. It's going to be good.